Hi, welcome to Top Grumps, the show where we take your favourite characters, turn them into a card game, and talk absolute nonsense about them. I'm one of your hosts, Lee, and I'm joined by Kris. Hi, Kris.
All right, how you doing? Besides dying of illness.
I'm
How,
dead.
how did you do with getting possessed?
When did I get
That was
possessed?
a whole saga
I
in
can't.
the short, yeah.
I,
One of the 31 Days of Halloween shorts.
is this where I turned into Paul for one episode or something? Or
Yeah,
is...
yeah.
Oh, right. I wasn't sure. Or if you were talking about The Conjuring, because Paul keeps saying that I got possessed by Bathsheba. Because I did get ill after watching The Conjuring as well.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is worrying, because I don't know if like some kind of devil's crawled up into us or whatever.
Do you feel any different?
I feel
Inside.
horrible. I'm literally dying. Like, I
But
wouldn't...
on the plus side, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's not actually today because we're recording on... What? I don't even know what the date is today. It's like... It's the 15th. We were supposed to have a Top Grumps come out today, but I'm too ill and shit, so I didn't give us an episode of Top Grumps. So this comes out on the 22nd, so if you're watching on the 22nd, it's my birthday. If Paul's been a dick to try and mess with us by putting this out on any other day, then it's not my birthday, and fuck you, Paul, for messing up me whole little rant about whatever I've just fucking talked about. Anyway, who are we talking about today, Kris?
Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna be talking about Game of Thrones' favorite blonde-headed little incest child, Joffrey Baratheon, or Joffrey Lannister.
Joffrey Baratheon. The one that's right there, because usually I'll put it on a different screen and we'll unveil the card and be like, let's have a look at the card. But because I'm ill and shit, because Lee, you're a dick. Fuck's sake. He's right there already, so you can see the fucking card. There's Joffrey. Are you happy?
Can you not just put something over it? It'll be fine. Be fine.
I mean, I could have fixed it in post-editing, I suppose. But would I get to rant then?
True. Keep it wrong. It's fine.
Right. So...
Oh, I cannot wait for you to do maths this episode. Like,
oh fuck no. I'm usually quite well behaved, and I'll keep them swearing to a minimum. I've lost count of. I think I've turned into Kelly. That's who's possessed us. It's not Bathsheba. Kelly's possessed us. Fuckity fuck. Oh god.
it's absolutely fine. Don't worry.
So, sorry, dying. I'll edit the coughs out at least.
Yeah, just leave them in. It adds flavour to it.
Oh. Right. So
should we move on to strengths?
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yep. Straight into the ranking. I'm giving him a 3 because he is a little baby boy. There's nothing about him. He's literally, I don't know how old. You're the Game of Thrones guy, and I'm not sure how old he is when he's a king, like in the picture on the card that we've only just put up. Do you know?
I don't know. Like, he's definitely not 18.
No,
like,
no.
He must be about like what, 14, 13, something like that. When when he first becomes king. All I know is that like. All I remember is like the letter saying like when the king's rightful heir comes of age, which
right.
I think Ned was trying to hold Joffrey off for a bit longer because he's a bastard.
Yeah.
But 3. So would you like to touch tips?
Oh, get in.
Pow! First one. So yeah, I've given him a 3 as well because he is just a little bitch boy.
Yeah.
He gets disarmed by Arya, who's like half his size in one of the like either the first or second episode. You let that little girl disarm you, and he can't even load a fucking crossbow. Like he had. he has to use the same thing that Tyrion uses, and Tyrion's a dwarf. He's half of
yeah.
Joffrey's size, man.
Yeah.
Bitch boy. 3.
Actually, before we move on any further, how do you feel about the character Joffrey?
I love Joffrey. He's honestly one of my favourite characters in the whole series.
What? Is in love to hate him?
Yeah, but just everything about him, like, there's some characters where they're on the screen, it's just like, oh, this character's just so boring, and like, even if they're like killing people, it's like, oh yeah, they killed someone, but that's it, now they've moved on, and now they're just sitting around doing fuck all. Joffrey, anytime you see him on screen, you know shit's going down. And it's like, you get the emotions, like you're filling up and you're just feeling hate and rage. And it's like, oh, I can't believe we're fucking doing this. Why is somebody not stopping him? Kill him! Kill him! And he just proper aggravates you. And that's what he's supposed to do. Jack Gleeson got some absolute shit when he was playing this role. And he's such a lovely lad in real life. He's just such a smiley, happy boy in real life, and like, well, man now. But I think he was very sad from all of the shit that he was getting, and he's quit acting, and he's went back to uni and he's just settled down.
That's like the guy that played Anakin as a kid. He did a similar thing, didn't he? He got loads of hate for episode 2.
Which one? Jake Lloyd got loads of shit in episode 1, and Hayden Christensen got loads of shit in episode 2. But both of them had shit scripts to work with. Like, nobody says nobody says this shit, George Lucas.
Yeah.
It gets coarse, and it gets everywhere. Fuck off, Anakin.
Yeah.
Ooh, big scary Darth Vader. No, you're not. You little sandy bitch boy. Why is everybody a bitch boy today? Damn it. Right.
I'm just going to throw things at you for you to get angry at now. See if you can anger the crowds up.
I am going to be very angry today. Like, I can't.
Get people hate commenting. It's fine. Get people hate commenting.
But yeah, I love Jack Gleeson. I love Joffrey Baratheon. They're both amazing.
I was trying to think of the actor's name, Jack Gleeson, but I think he's absolutely perfect. He's another one where it was like Skylar, she played the part perfectly. Same with Jack Gleeson. We've had 2 in a row now where they're absolutely pretty horrible characters, but they were played amazingly.
Yeah.
And I don't think the actor and actresses get enough credit for that. I don't think they deserve the hate, but I don't know. Do you think they see it as a compliment? Well, the death threats and that, I wouldn't be like, oh, it means I've done a good job.
That's not unlike, but
nah.
I think maybe the older ones will see it as a compliment, but I think that the fact that like some people like Jack Gleeson and Jake Lloyd retired from acting, it shouldn't be allowed to bully the young people. It shouldn't be allowed to like bully anyone, but especially the young ones. They need to be protected a lot more.
The younglings.
Yeah. Yeah, protect the younglings.
Yeah.
Anakin, no. What are we on at the moment? Just stamina?
Stamina, yeah. Sorry, sidetracked you there.
It's alright. So, right, stamina. What have I put? I've given him a 2 for stamina.
Right. Is that because he's a little bitch boy?
Well, he is. Like, this little shit does nout. Like, he doesn't walk anywhere. He gets carried around in his little wooden cart thing. And he's like complains to his Granda Tywin, like, oh, why's the meeting at the Tower of the Hand? Like, well, that's where I work. And Tywin tries to arrange, like, he's like, we could have you carried to the Tower of the Hand. Because he just wants to be carried everywhere. He's a toddler.
Yeah.
He's a toddler that's been given a crown, and nobody's ever said no to him in his life. So he's just lazy and shit. So 2.
Yeah. I give him a 4. But I'm quite happy to lower that to a 2 to keep it evens, because it was literally for the same reasons. He's a little bitch boy, does absolutely nothing, doesn't fight, he gets everyone else to do everything. I think he can't even bring his own cup of wine.
Yeah, no. I mean, if he
Apparently,
did, he might be safe, but
he's too thick, man. He would have just picked it up and. Oh, this tastes like poison. This. Oh.
So, what are you going for a 2? Are you?
I'm going for a 2 as well. I'm changing it.
All right, cool.
So.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, tips touching. Boom.
Actually, should I put something on the end of my finger before we touch tips, just in case I catch something?
Well, you already touched it earlier on, so.
Yeah, well.
You've got the lurgy now.
And to the rest of them.
What have you given for reliability?
2, because you cannot rely on him for anything that he doesn't want to do. Like, if you asked him to, I don't know, look after your paint, he'll be dipping his balls in it, he'll be rimming it, like, he'd sip a little bit of it, or get someone else to, or he'd just knock it off the table. You cannot rely on him for out.
I completely agree, but I've gone even lower. I've gave him a 1.
Oh, right.
And, like, even in my notes, I've named him King Yodel, because he can't fucking deliver. Just like Yodel, fucking worst delivery company ever. And even if he did deliver, you wouldn't fucking know it, just like Yodel. So, 1. You're getting a 1, Joffrey. That's it. No more, no less.
Little Yodel Jeffrey.
So, what did you say? So, 1.5. That's fine.
Yeah. It's quick math.
Oh, these have been really low.
Well, get used to it.
What's next? Intelligence.
What have you got from?
I have given him higher on this one. I've given him a 7.
Right.
And that's only because he is well read, at least. Like, he can read, which is really good for somebody in Westeros. Mm-hmm. And he does enjoy his history by the sounds of it, because obviously he's like telling Marjorie about like different history things with the Targaryens, and
yeah.
I mean, they're all like brutal stories because he's like such a like dirty little masochist. I don't know if that's is that the right word? Or sadist?
What? Yeah. Sadist, the ones that get it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, he's an evil bastard, right? So, yeah. But he does know his history with some things. So, I've got to give him a 7. But not higher than that because his street smarts fucking suck. Who stands in the middle of a crowd of civilians and goes, kill them all?
Yeah.
They're going to come after you, mate.
Well, I'm glad they didn't, because his final scene is...
Yeah. What have you marked him for intelligence?
I've went low again. I've went for a 4, basically because is it Westeros or is it King's Landing? Yeah. I would say the average person rolls around in their own shit and can't read. So compared to them, he's well read. If you read like the back of a cereal box, you'd be well read compared to them. So that's why I've put him as a 4. He's got no self-preservation intelligence, like obviously standing in the middle of the crowd shouting kill them and stuff like that. He doesn't know when to shut his mouth. Everyone's constantly pulling him out the shit that in situations that he got himself into because of either his own mouth or he's thick.
Where would you say is like the equivalent place of like you see in King's Landing, people there roll around in their own shit and can't read? Where would you say is the equivalent of that in real life?
Well, there's 2 places that spring to mind straight away. One of them's Pennywell and one's Gateshead.
All right. I'm not going to pick anywhere. I'm just letting you get into trouble again, like I usually do. So Chris hates Pennywell and Gateshead. So if you're from those places,
I didn't say I hated them. I just said they cannot read.
And they roll around in their own shit. So you
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
it, Gatesedians and Pennywellians, or whatever these are called. You smelly
to be-
bastards.
To be fair, they're normally known by a prison number.
Oh, God. Right.
Shall we move on to intimidation?
Yeah, are you go first with intimidation. Let's see what you've got.
Right. So, if I was just picking him, I would give him a 1. He is like a little shit 15-year-old or whatever. But he's always got his entourage, his King's Guard. So the mountains somewhere nearby, you've got. But before that, it was
The Hound.
the Hound. That he's always got everyone suited and booted, ready to. If anyone says no to him, dead instantly, and he's not afraid to do it.
Yeah.
So because of that, I've put a 7. Obviously, this the mount. If it was the mountain, I would say 11. But Joffrey's actually brung it down.
Yeah, and he's
So-
got like Uncle Dad protecting him as well, hasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, the greatest swordsman in Westeros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
What about you?
I've gone a bit higher. I've gave him a 9
Right.
because he is an absolute fucking nutter. Like,
Yeah,
he literally tries to kill everyone. It is his crown that gives him his intimidation, though. Not necessarily Joffrey, but because he's got the crown, you cannot see anything to him. Like, even like
Yeah.
2 prostitutes go to his room and be like, "Oh, hello, King. Let's have some fun." He's like, "All right, shoot her." Like, you fucking
Yeah.
what are you doing, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just have sex with them. Everything doesn't have to be bloodshed. And
Can you remember the scene where Tyrion slapped him in the face with the back of his hand as well?
oh yeah, well, there's been a few. You can't talk like
sorry,
that
go
to
on.
me. I'm a king, and now I've struck a king.
Oh.
And he does lose points because once he's like Grand Tywin shows up, he sort of puts him in his place a bit and like sends him to
Yeah.
bed without his supper, stuff like that, which is just amazing. And it's beautifully done. So yeah, 7. Did you say 7?
I did, yes.
And a 9, so 8 for intimidation. Not bad. What about HP? What would you give him for that?
Oh, right, I've put him exactly the same as John Connor. For me, a 10.
A 10. All right.
10. I don't think there's anything about him. He is just a kid.
I've gone a bit higher than that. I've gone for a 20, but this is because he's got like armor on most of the time, which
Yeah.
if you're just like hacking at him, he's not going to go down because he's king and he's going to have some decent armor.
Yeah.
And he's still also like he's royalty, so he's gonna have like the good genes of King's Landing. It's not like he's in like flea bottom getting sick from rolling around in the shit, like as you would say, like somebody from Pennywell. But yeah, so he's gonna have good genes that are gonna keep him healthy, even though those genes come from the same twins, which is
Yeah.
sexy. I mean,
his family.
gross. But moving on. But yeah, I would put him a little bit higher than John Connor just because of like his setting and his bloodline, I would say.
You think? Yeah.
I mean, that still only would even it out to a 15, which is
Still low, which I'm
Yeah.
happy about.
So should we do strengths and weaknesses?
Yes. Should I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I've put 3 strengths. I've got his family ties.
Yeah.
Quite a simple one. And for his weaknesses, I've put Ancestry.com.
God. Oh, amazing, man.
Because I know, I can't remember this from watching it. You're more Game of Thrones expert than me. But he does find out that that his dad's his uncle, doesn't he?
He brings it up with his mum and says, like, oh, I've heard a horrible rumour about you and Uncle Jamie. But he's, like, trying to, like, antagonise her with it. Which kind of would just imply that he, even if he did know, he wouldn't give a shit. Like, I don't think he cares, because he's still the king. And all he wants is to be in charge and get what he's... Have his own way all the time. That's all he's bothered about.
Fair enough. I just couldn't remember if it was ever mentioned. So, anyway, what about you? Strengths and weaknesses?
Strengths, I've just put being king. Because until he becomes king, he's nobody. Like, he's
got a king privilege.
Like, when Robert Baratheon was around, his dad's like, well, his pretend dad, Robert, is just putting him down and basically, like, taking the piss out of him and being like, look, you're a weakling. Like, you're worth note. I don't even want to spend time with you. You're getting beaten by little girls and all of this, and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But then when he becomes king, he's got this intimidation, and, like, pretty much all of his stats go up.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of a crown.
Yeah. Much like real life, it's like getting money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not that we would know, like, but...
And obviously, weakness, I've put pie.
Oh, yeah.
That he dies from pie. So, I mean, he either dies from wine or pie, but I think it's probably the pie. In fact, it's probably the wine, but I think I don't know. It could have been in anything.
I think it's a wine because at the end of that scene, you can see Tyrion lifting up the cup and going, "Huh?"
Oh yeah, what am I talking about, man? I just like to think that he choked on the pie, and also I have to try and make pie sound more important for me. Finishing move. So.
Oh yes, that pie definitely. That's how he died. I'll go with that.
So yeah, we'll move on to finishing move, which mine is next time try that with a cream pie. I couldn't think of anything for a proper finishing move name because he doesn't fucking do anything. So
yeah,
it's just pie related because he dies eating pie.
Yeah. I struggled quite a bit. I've got one answer, and one half answer that I was going to do something with, but then I ran out of time. What I was going to do something with, but I ran out of time. I just put the word mounted.
Mounted.
Mountained.
Oh, mountained. Right.
Yeah. Don't know what I was going to do with it. Just pretend it was a funny answer. And then the answer that I got is I'll Sansa spark you out.
Alright. I get it.
So I mean, it's as good as anything I'm going to get. But he does fuck all, doesn't he? He's just a little shit. I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been fun to see how he dealt with Daenerys.
I don't think he would have fared well at all, because basically everything that requires thinking was his granddaddy. He came in and was just like, "All right, let the big boys handle it. I'll come in." Even what was it when there were what was that fire at the port, King's Landing, where the
wildfire.
Yes, because he went to fight there and he bricked it, didn't he? He absolutely shot himself. So I think under any kind of pressure where he's not got overwhelming odds, like in that situation, I think he'll just crumble.
But if he didn't die, Tyrion wouldn't have went up for murder, which means Tyrion wouldn't have had to kill Tywin, which means Tywin would still be around as well. So
Right.
Tywin would have been there for the one for Daenerys to be dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And that might have been a lot more difficult for the Targaryens and the Dothraki.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I never thought about it like that. So it's even right. I'm still glad he died anyway, because that scene is just I don't know, murder porn, isn't it? Really.
Oh, and the Tyrells would still be around because Tommen wouldn't have let the High Sparrow piss about with getting everyone blown up in Sept. So Joffrey's death basically weakened King's Landing a ton.
Accidentally, though.
Yeah, accidentally.
Yeah.
It just led a chain reaction to destroy most of the houses.
Yeah. It's like we had butterfly effect that weakened them. It wasn't his actual death or him losing him as a leader. But yeah, I get you.
So that's everything sorted for that. So are we
done?
We're done. And next we've got Chris's fabulous pegging machine, haven't we?
Oh yes, that's what we've named it. Well, actually, I was thinking, because it is your future birthday today, do you want to just pick the next one off the top of your head? Any one you want?
I
can go for the pegging board.
We'll give it a spin. It's
more
more fun to see what comes up.
Are you too ill to think of something?
It's not really my birthday. I feel like I'm cheating if I pick something on the 15th of October.
That's fair enough. How old are you, by the way? On your birthday?
27.
27. I'll believe that. Right. Let's spin that.
I'll be 37 next Tuesday.
Jesus.
Old.
Oh, you didn't see that.
Oh, right, there it is. What's it going to land on? Move it over a bit. Who's this? Bob from House of the Dead?
Oh, yes. Right? That's Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, right.
But yes, have you seen this film?
Is it George Romero?
Yes. So basically, it's one.
They're all the same.
I've seen it years ago. I remember there's a zombie. They're in an underground bunker somewhere, and they've got a little zombie they've kept hostage, and he listens to music and everything, and he's kind of like,
right.
But yeah,
is that Bub?
Yeah, that's Bub apparently. I think I added that to the list because I think Becca was talking about him or something. I thought, oh yeah, he's Halloweeny.
I've probably seen it. Like I've definitely seen a Dawn of the Dead, and I've seen that many George Romero films that they're all just the same. Every single film, it's like, oh no, there's some zombies. Oh, there's a group of humans. Oh, they're going to get eaten, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, right.
Is that not every George Romero film? Because it has been a while since I've watched any, to be fair.
I'm saying note. Actually, this weekend when we go to For the Love of Horror, I'll ask Sammy. I'll just say, Lee said every George A. Romero film is exactly the same. I'll wait till she's had some cocktails as well. See what she says.
Because I've already wound her up this week and she'll hurt us.
Do you know what it is? My favourite thing to do at the minute is just stir the pot between you two.
Oh.
I know it's all in good fun, like.
Well, thanks for stirring the pot between me and Sammy. And is that everything done for this week?
Chris,
who hates everyone from Pennywell and Gateshead and says the smell? Is that... What else have we got?
Basically, I just wanted to say what amazing work Joe is doing at the minute.
Yes!
Joe Border, he's working on a website. He's doing it on his live stream. Well, he's doing it on Twitch at the minute sometimes. If not, he's playing the games.
I watched a bit the other day.
Yeah.
It was fascinating.
Do you know what it is? I know nothing about that side of computers. I can like put Minesweeper on and stuff like that, and maybe do a little bit of OBS. But it's like you just, oh yeah, you just need to move this code here, do this. Oh yeah, I've programmed this thing so you can make a Spotify playlist and play it on my stream and do all. He's like a wizard, man.
I love watching Joe. Like, he wouldn't even have to do anything. He could literally just put a camera on of him lying on the couch, scratching his bollocks for an hour, and talking about nothing. And it would be interesting. It would be interesting. He's just hilarious.
But yeah, the website looks amazing. And his last stream, this might be different now, but he programmed it so he could pick 3 random cards of the top Grump cards. So every time we go and pick cards, it comes up with 3 random ones. So eventually, he's going to have a place where you can actually play top Grumps. He's also adding cards as we're doing episodes as well.
Yeah.
We haven't explained the rules to them, so he's took liberties there. But someday we might tell him the rules.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We have got some rules to make up as well.
Yeah.
There'll be different rarities of cards, I'm guessing. Because, like Pokemon and stuff have, like, rainbow rares and things like that. Obviously, Porkchimp will be a meat rare.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to make a meat-based card.
Oh, no. But, yeah. Actually, 2 seconds. Someone's just knocked on my door.
All right.
Hi there, sorry about that. Just seen a weird knock at my door, and they've just left us this drink in this nice Top Gun mug. But anyway, I'm just gonna have a little drink while you do the finish off the episode.
Oh no! He's dead! Oh, who did it? Oh, hang on. Oh, we've got some videos that I need to play. Just what's this? That's just been sent in.
Tell Molly I want her to know it was me.
Tell Molly I want her to know it was me.
Tell Molly I want her to know it was me.
This thing on. Oh, hello. Tell Molly I want her to know it was me.
Tell Molly I want her to know it was me.
Tell Molly I want her to know it was me. Love you.
Right, well, it turns out Kris is dead, so I don't know how that's going to work for next episode, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for Bub from Dawn of the Dead. And don't be a grump, be a top grump. I can't believe Kris is gone.